Hello students, today we'll study another poem from your class 11 syllabus. The name of the poem is Father to Son and it is written by Elizabeth Jennings. Now this poem has been extracted from your book Hornbill. So stay with me, I'm going to give you the introduction of the poem. I'm going to give you line by line summary explanation of the poem, the poetic devices and the theme of the poem. Now, coming to the introduction, the poem Father to Son deals with an estranged relationship, the lack of understanding and absence of rapport between a father and his son. Now, this is something which we can relate to because of the generation gap, because of the communication gap between parents and children. So, there is hardly any rapport between the two. So, the father longs for the same relationship they enjoyed during their son's childhood, which is very touching. He is ready to forgive the child also, and he helplessly watches the gap between the two becoming increasingly unbridgeable. How, with the passage of time, we tend to forget our own parents, how we forget our parents who are responsible for our success. This is what the poem talks about. You all can relate to this poem because there have been times when you might be having rift with your parents and just because of the communication gap. So try to resolve it. They are your parents. So that is what the story, the basic, the crux of the entire poem is. It deals with the theme of deterioration and estrangement in human relationships with the passage of time. Even close relationships, as that of a father and son, get estranged with time. Changing values, lifestyles, generation gap, communication gap, clash of personalities, faulty upbringing, bad social influence, whatever be the reason, the relationships are slowly breaking up. We do not enjoy the same relationship with our parents that we used to enjoy when we were children. So this leaves people sharing the relationship shattered and they feel totally unfulfilled. So what does it result in? The result is grief, anger and further alienation. The poet here longs for a rapprochement and healing touch to the relationship. Unfortunately, a chilling silence is all that prevails in the relationship. Coming to the poem, the first line says, I do not understand this child, though we have lived together now in the same house for years. I know nothing of him, so try to build up a relationship from how he was when small. So the poem Father to Son, written by Elizabeth Jennings, although she is a female, but she is written from a man's point of view. She describes the troubled relationship between a father and a son. The poem begins with the father's lament, his cry that he does not understand his child at all. He doesn't understand what does he think, what does he feel, why does he behave in such a way. Though they have been living together in the same house for so many years, he confesses that he knows nothing of him. He doesn't know what are his likes and dislikes. So, in order to understand him, he tries to build up a relationship from when the child was small, when he used to understand him better. He tries to recollect his childhood and recall how he behaved as a child so that he could have a better psychological insight and understanding of his behavior in order to improve their relationship. However, over the years, change has come in his son. The poet here hints at the generation gap which has cropped up in the present generation in everybody's life with the passage of time. Now the seed I spent or sown, yet have I killed. The seed I spent or sown is here. The land is his and none of mine. We speak like strangers. There is no sign of understanding in the air. The child is built to my design, yet what he loves I cannot share. Now the father wonders whether it is he who is responsible for their failure of relationship. He is blaming himself here. Father acknowledges his role in the communication gap between him. He understands there might be some fault from his end. So the result is loss of affinity and closeness between them. He explains that despite all his efforts, things are not turning to his side. Furthermore, Father tells us that due to lack of understanding and cold indifference, their communication is like the communication of strangers. It seems there is not much attention, attachment between the two. You've seen strangers talking. They talk in hums. Do you know me? Yeah, yeah. What is your name? This name. So they talk like strangers. Where do you live? That's it. Moreover, there has been no signs of understanding between father and son. This child had a resemblance in the appearance with his father. The child is the father's dream. The son is the father's dream child. He has inherited his father's genes. The physical qualities of the son is that of his child, but he has inherited all his father's genes, but he doesn't think like the father at all. So the father thinks that, I don't know, what does he think like? The father doesn't know, understand him at all. He has inherited his father's genes. Father had great plans for the wonderful life of his son. However, in spite of his resemblance in appearance, the father does not know what his son loves. He wonders why he thinks so differently than him. The frustration of the father is evident here as he tries to understand why his own son has turned into an absolute stranger, why we have so much of rift between us. So coming to the poetic devices, the seed I spent or sown. So the sound sir sir is being repeated, so it is alliteration. Silence surrounds us. I would have him prodigal, returning to his father's house, the home he knew, rather than see him make and move his world. I would forgive him too, shaping from sorrow a new love. So there is silence between the father and son. Now, silence here stands for the harsh coldness and indifference that exists between the two. Rather than serenity in the environment, it has robbed of all the warmth and friendliness. As a child, his son was of prodigal nature. His father had a desire for his son of the return home. Now, in Bible, there's a small story of a prodigal son. I'll tell you the story. What happens that there was a son. His father was very rich, so he went to his father and told him that I want my share and give me my share, and I want to make my own move. I want to make my own world. I do not want to stay with you. So what happens? The father is an intelligent man. He gives him good chunk of money and he leaves. And the son later on spends, he used to have parties every day. He hires a lot of servants. He used to live very lavishly. And slowly the money vanishes. And along with it, all his friends also vanish. So they were fair weather friends. They did not like him as such. And they went with his money as well. So once his money was no more, so he had to work in in a rabbit farm, and he used to sweep the rabbit की जो potty होती है ना उसको साफ करता था. He used to clean that dirt. He used to do all this dirty work. So when his father comes to know that my son is going through so much harsh times, he went back and took his son back. So now this father, so that is what he talks about. The father realizes that he, so this is what the story of a prodigal son is. But later on, his father takes back his son and they live a very happy life. So at the end, it was a happy ending. So the son also realized his mistake. The father also started loving the son. So that is what he says. He wishes that his life was just like a prodigal son, like maybe it has a happy ending. As a child, his son was of prodigal nature. His father had a desire for his son to return home. Overlooking all his faults of his son, the father is still prepared to pardon him and restore the same cordiality and affection that prevailed in their relationship when the child was small. Father does not want his son to move around in the world and make his own world because he believes that once he leaves the house, he will be nowhere. He will never come back. Father was willing to express his forgiveness to his son, just like the son of the prodigal son, or the father of the prodigal son also did. Furthermore, the father was willing to let go of the sorrows that he had inside him due to the existing distance between them. Father certainly had a desire to love him again, but the lack of common interest results in lack of communication. The son is busy in searching new avenues for himself, moving away to his own world. Father wishes that his son might return to him as the prodigal son. He cannot bear the relationship snapped forever. He wants his son to rediscover the joy of belonging to the family. But there is only silence. Silence surrounds us. Whenever they sit, they they do not talk. Why? Because with passage of time they realize बात करेंगे तो लड़ाई होगी. So it's better not to talk. So silence surrounds us. That is what he talks about. Now if you see silence, sir sound is being repeated. So it is alliteration. So father and son, we both must live on the same globe and the same land. He speaks, I cannot understand myself. Why anger grows from grief? We put each other an empty hand, longing for something to forgive. So the word globe here symbolizes the mental world of emotions and feelings. The land here symbolizes a physical space in the house. Father and son must coexist at both the places to have a loving and a fulfilling relationship. As their gap widens, father wishfully thinks that the bond of their relationship would defy all the permanent severance. He doesn't want their bond to end permanently कि मुझे इतना hate करना लगे कि वापस कभी ना आए. However, when they talk face to face with each other, they lose their patience. Their grief of expectations and self-pity breeds anger. फादर सोचता है कि सन मुझे माफ कर दे, सन सोचता है फादर मुझे माफ कर दे, दोनों एक दूसरे की गलती देखते हैं, but nobody understands each other. There's a feeling as one feels as a victim of undeserved justice. उसको लगता है इसने मेरे साथ गलत किया, उसको लगता है इसने मेरे से गलत किया. Hence, anger grows from grief. Rather than building retreats between them, they find themselves much more distant from each other. Intending to repair their broken relationship, the estranged father and son decide to forgive each other. But unfortunately, due to lack of understanding and feeling of self-pity, it causes a deadlock. Although both want to forgive each other and start the relationship afresh, but due to ego, none wants to take the first step. Poem ends on a pessimistic note, where father believes he has no love, compassion to give to each other. That is why we give each other empty hand. मेरे पास उसको देने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. So that is what it shows. So thus their urge to forgive each other remains unfulfilled. A vacuum and emptiness exists between them. Now coming to the poetic devices, empty hand. I give them an empty hand. Empty hand means it's a comparison, giving somebody nothing. So that is why it's a metaphor. Now, children, I hope you understand. Please love and respect your parents. They are your parents. They गलती हो जाती है. Accept it. Sometimes it is too late when we realize it is our mistake. Leave your ego behind and take the first step, and believe me, you will not regret it. Okay, that's all from my end. If you like this video, to like, share, or subscribe. Okay, thank you. Happy learning.